Tanise Thornton Fillyaw, you all set for under 20s.
Yes.
So you qualify for that. What kind of accomplishment is that for you? Is that a goal you had for a long time, or is that something that just came up?
It's a little bit of both. So like at the end of the first semester, it was like going into indoor. My coach AT, brought up the possibility of me qualifying, like that would be close to the time. So since then, I like wrote on my vision board. I was thinking, okay, I know I want to get there, and even though like I know the automatic qualifying time was 2:09, so I was trying to get as close to 2:09 as I could, but I ended up getting as close as 2:12, and I was like, okay, I hope that does it for me. So at that point, I was like, I did all I could, so it's really just up to fate, and it happened. So I was really excited to see that.
Okay. So you ran a tune-up 1500 back here Wednesday.
Yes.
Then you did a workout today, 1006.4. How do you feel about things heading into your race?
I'm feeling pretty good. I was a little bit anxious about the 15 and going into it just because I haven't run it since my conference meet, and the 15 is not my main event. It's like my second best event, but I'm not for the 8. I'm a lot more comfortable pacing. It's a easy rhythm for me to do. So for the 15, I was a little bit nervous, but then running it on Wednesday, I was like, okay, I'm still in 15 shape, even though like I probably didn't get out of shape in a little bit of time. It's just like mentally, I had to show myself that okay, I can still do it. I'm still in shape to do this.
Okay. And you qualified for both the 15 and the 8. You just found out about the 8 this morning. How are you going to handle both races with the schedule?
I'm just gonna take it one race at a time. I'm really excited for both, and I'm just gonna try to have fun. I know my strategy I have to do. I've done the training to this point, so I'm just gonna try to have fun. And usually when I run races to have fun, I run my best. So that's what I'm gonna try to stick with doing.
Okay. And this season, you progressed really, really well. Did you expect that coming out of high school? What were your goals coming out of high school? And how has this season kind of come about for you?
So coming out of high school, I knew I wanted to run a lot better than I did my senior season. Just because senior season, I felt like I was stuck a little bit mentally. So I knew I had a lot of goals I wanted to get. I wanted to be sub 220. And once I got to that point, I was like, okay, well, I got here, so I can only keep moving forward. So it was really exciting, and it was a little bit like surprising how much I progressed, just in the sense that I had goals, but once I got to the goals, I continued to run faster. So I was like, okay, just gotta stay with it, stay with the training, stay consistent, and it's been a really fun season. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
happy
And what
with it.
adjustments have you made this year? Coach says you're really, serious about sleep, other things like that. So what adjustments have you made from high school to college to help you along this line?
So especially in college, it's a lot more streamlined because for me, I was on a club team in high school, so it was kind of a lot of running around. And my training was great in high school, but it was just not in one place, and the schedule wasn't necessarily fit. Like my training wasn't fit around my school schedule, so that was a big thing that helped me. And I had like a program for each day. I knew I was doing weeks in advance. It was written out, so that's been one of the biggest things. Also, getting the weight room. That's something that I can say helped me tremendously. I did a lot of strength training in high school, but it wasn't in the same sense. And I'm just really happy to see that, you know, making your life schedule streamlined to your goals, it really helps. Like, I know that every step I'm taking is helping me get there academically and in my athletics. So yeah.
Okay. So you've run in 2 national meets this year. You ran indoors and outdoors. How do you feel like those 2 meets will prepare you to run in under 20s next week?
So the biggest thing for me, I would say, about running in the big national meets and this meet is the field. Running with a lot of really elite athletes and getting used to being in that setting and being like, I'm one of the athletes there. That's the biggest thing for me, is mentally being like, okay, I'm not just in the meet because I'm in the meet. I'm in the meet because I can compete with these people. So I'm really excited to continue to run in these bigger meets and like just get used to the field and get comfortable running in the field. So I'm less nervous and I can just be more excited every time I do it.
Okay. And then finally, coach said, there's a couple different strategies or different pacing you guys have tried in workouts. Is there a particular strategy or goal that you have in mind for how you're going to attack your races next week?
So for the 800, I have the same baseline strategy almost every time, based on every 200. So I know that I want to be aggressive. And I think the biggest thing for me in these 2 races is knowing that I can recover if I go at an aggressive pace in both like the first lap of the 800 and like finishing the 15. I know that I have to just trust that my training's going to come back and know that that strategy of going out aggressive isn't going to be like, it's not going to kill me. It's going to just, I have to keep pushing through it and I'll recover and then I can push again.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations on qualifying
Thank you. I
and
appreciate it.
best of luck.